Hi, I'm Rochelle. This isn't the first time I attempted to get baptized. In high school, I believe it was my senior year, we were made aware of a weekend coming up dedicated to baptisms. I remembered my mom telling me about the time that she had gotten baptized when she was younger, and I was definitely interested in it. I was unaware of what really happened when being baptized, other than proclaiming that Jesus is Lord and being immersed in water. I heard that there was a class that needed to be taken, but how important was this class? I failed to attend it, but still showed up for baptisms that next weekend service. I remember coming out of the bathroom, eager to take the plunge, and there was Errol. He told me that we needed to talk. We sat down in a classroom in the basement, and he began to tell me that I was not getting baptized that weekend. He began to ask me about my testimony, and I was unable to say anything that I thought would be a good testimony. I can't exactly remember what I said, but it probably fell along the lines of, I was born in a Christian home with Christian parents who went to church, and I've always known who Jesus was and that he died for us. He ended the talk with telling me that he didn't think I was ready to get baptized. I was disappointed, more than disappointed, angry. Who was he to tell me that I wasn't ready? Sure, he was a high school ministries pastor, but he didn't know me. Senior year of high school had become tough for me. I had already bounced around from boyfriend to boyfriend, lost different friends, and fell out of place in clubs and high school activities. Home wasn't a fun place for me either, because it meant for me to be around my parents, and I did not want that at all. I didn't get along with them, and I felt misunderstood, typical teenage attitude. Instead of talking it through, I lashed out. I was easily upset and defensive. Anything that my parents said, what seemed to be, jabs at me, especially not taking school seriously or for my choices in company, especially the boyfriends that I had. By mid-October, I had already been dating a boy that took no seriousness in religion. I put that aside, thinking that my passion and commitment to God would change the mind of this wild boy. Exactly opposite happened. I let him change me. I became intimately involved with him, but I didn't have sex, so I thought my actions were justified. After being rejected to be baptized, I became bitter, not only towards Errol in the church, but towards God. I no longer wanted to follow him, and I decided to give myself to the only one who I thought who really loved me that summer after I graduated. I no longer respected myself or nor my Creator, but God somehow made it clear in my mind and in my heart that this boy was not the one that I was meant to be with for the rest of my life. Even so, after him, I continued down a path that would drag me deeper into my sexual sin. Since then, I have come to the realization that I am a selfish person. I did only what I wanted to do, and nothing was going to keep me from it. I finally feel like I have come to a point in my life that I want to take my walk with God seriously. Jesus saved me from my sins, and only through him will I be able to bring glory to God and walk with him eternally. I come forward today not to say that I have become a holier person who is now worthy to be baptized, but to confess that I am a broken person who still falls short, no matter how hard I try to fix myself. Only through Jesus Christ I have been made whole. No longer am I a child of the darkness, but a child of God.